Today's Labii ELN and LIMS tutorial video. For today's video, I'm going to show how you can manage, edit, and add columns for your organization. And just to note, a column is a set of data values of a particular sample type, one for each row of the table. So to get started, columns for a particular table can be viewed in multiple ways, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to show how you can access it from the column list view. So starting off, we'll click the menu icon, click Settings, then select Columns under Table Settings. And then here you will select the table that you would like to associate the columns with. So for an example, we will select the experiment table, and here are the columns associated with the experiment table. So starting off, I want to show how you can add a new column, and you can do so by clicking Add Column here on the sidebar, or the plus icon here on the top from the nav bar. So here's the Add Column required form. Here is the name, letters only. Here's the description, so you would give it a description or any other information to help your co-workers so when they fill it out. Here's the widgets, so the type of data that you're trying to store, and here the default will go to text. And then if you click the icon, you can see you have multiple to choose from, and you can even have more widgets if you click here to choose from our widget store. You have the optional field for a default value, may it be select or multi-select, date, or even Boolean. You can do so right here. And then order, this is the order to display this particular column. It's numbers only, and then right now it's a required field, and it's at number 3. And then if you want to make this column required, you would just hit check. If you want to hide this column from the list view, you would check this box, and once you're done, click submit. Now, staying within the list view of this column page, you can manage all the columns by simply clicking the pencil icon. So here are the fields such as the name of the column, the widget that's being used, the default value is required. So if checked again, the value of the column is required in form submitting, is hidden. If you would like to hide this particular column, you'd mark this box. It will not display in the list view. You can also archive it by simply checking the archive box, and all the item and all the relevant data will be archived. And then this just shows you the table that it's being associated with. So this column is associated with the experiment table. And then to the left, you have the sidebar. So here we can add column as shown earlier, similar to the plus function. Here we can see all the active and archived columns. And then here is the experiment settings, sections, filters, and workflows. So click here to see all of these experiment sections, filters, or workflows within your organization. Here will be the table, so you can see all the tables and the experiment list within your organization. And then for help, if you click here, it'll take you to our dedicated support page with information on everything Labii, with how-to guides, tutorial videos, and more. And then for our send feedback, you would click here whenever you have a feature request or would like to submit feedback on how we can improve the platform. And then on the top, we have the nav bar. Here, the plus icon, as I just showed you earlier, to add a column. Here's the search icon for in-page search. So if you wanted to quickly find the particular column, you can just type in the name of the column and it would show up here. And then the menu drop-down list. Here you have the option to import and export current and all pages, quick access links to see all the columns, active archives. You can see all the experiment settings, sections, filters, and workflows related to this column and tables. And then all the tables and the experiment list related to your organization you can access here. And then help and send feedback, same functionality as the sidebar. So you can click here whenever you need help to our dedicated support page, or if you'd like to submit feedback, you would click here as well. Now, if you want to see an overview of a particular column, all you have to do is click on the column name. So for an example, we'll click on the date start name. And here is the overview for the date start column, and you can edit these fields by clicking the pencil icon as shown here. So if you wanted to change the name of this column, for an example, you click the pencil icon, change the name, and click submit. And then here you see the description, the widget. So again, you can change the widget again, and then you have the widgets to choose from, and then you would just click submit once you're done. Default value, as mentioned earlier, it's an optional field, and then the order, in which order it will be displayed. and then if this column is required, either true or false. If you'd like to hide this column, you can do so, and this shows you this column is related to the experiment table. You can add metadata simply by clicking add metadata and providing us the label and value, and then click submit. And then once you're done, you have your is archived, so you can simply archive this particular column by simply clicking the pencil icon. If checked, the item and relevant data will be archived, and this column will no longer be in use. And then date created, that's automatically captured in the background of Labii ELN and LIMS in real time. So throughout the platform, anytime anything is changed, you can find it in real time, updated here or created here. And then staying within this page, you also have the sidebar to the left. So here we have the columns for the experiments and the table for the experiment. So you click here to see those. And then if you want to see all the tables or all the experiments within your organization, you can quickly access those links here. And then similar to the list view, we have the help and send feedback links to help you out in terms of getting to our dedicated support page, or if you want to submit feedback. And then you can also add a new column from this page by clicking the plus icon. And if you click the more, you have the drop down list of the columns for the experiment, the table for the experiments, and then tables for the whole organization, all the tables associated within the organization, and then the experiment list, which will show you all the experiments within the organization, then the help and send feedback, as I just mentioned earlier, that's similar to the sidebar. Well guys, that's all I had for you today. Thank you for your time. I hope you found this video useful, and please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you and have a great day.